Okay, everybody, we are on September 23rd, and this guy, Ken, right, Elsie?
Uh-huh.
Ken is, I think, getting close to 90-some days old. So, somewhere around 90 days old. Ken would be picked in 17 days. So, it needs to make it another 17 days. The weigh-off will be September 23rd. So this one here, you guys got to stay tuned. We're going to figure out how much Ken weighs. So we might do a little bit of a guess the weight contest when it gets closer to the time, but should we give it an idea of how much we think it weighs?
Yeah.
What do you think, Elsie? Elsie's going to go first. Our largest one ever was 1,990 pounds.
I'm guessing 1,904 pounds.
1,904 pounds? Dad thinks it's going to be a bit heavier than that. So, we're going to find out. We are hoping that it's going to be a new Kansas record. So this guy will probably measure bigger than what I ever have measured. I mean, it's measuring more in the greenhouse. I think the most I ever measured in the greenhouse was 441 inches. That was the most I ever measured in the greenhouse. So I haven't measured this one probably in a week or 2 weeks. So I don't know exactly how much, but I can tell you that it's still growing. We got a Twitch 24/7 feed up there. And so we're able to watch the pumpkin. We're able to see that, oh yeah, she keeps getting bigger. So that's always a good thing. If you can keep it growing right up to the weigh-off, that's the best thing. So we will pick this on a Thursday, and then we will get it weighed on a Saturday. But we should probably do the Chad New slap. What do you think, Elsie? Come here. Come a little bit closer. So Chad New, he's good at his slapping his pumpkins. You're gonna listen to it slap. Now old Don Young, he told me that if you put your hand on top of the pumpkin like this, and you take your other one, make a fist and do that, you can tell if they're heavy or not. I've used that method quite a bit, where I've thumped it like this here. Last year on our 1051 Marenser, I thumped it. I was like, oh boy, that one's light. Then on our 1675, I thumped it and said, oh boy, that one was heavy. That one, we were both correct on last year. So what do I think this one is? Well, when I do the thump test, I don't feel any reverberations. I feel nothing up here. So that generally tells me that it's at least 10% heavy. I'm going to go with this one's going to be at least 10% heavy. So this one definitely feels like a very thick pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully she's as thick as we think she will be when you give her the old Chad New slap. He'd say that's some quality slapping right there. It slaps very well. So I think she's not only growing bigger, but I think she's thickening up. And this one here is going to be a specimen. These boards underneath of them are 4 feet long, those little white styrofoam boards, and it looks like it's got well over a foot on both sides. So she's definitely wide this way. It's going to be hard to get her out of our doors. Plant itself, Elsie, you can look over there. It's old. It's a little bit tired. It needs to be picked. This plant here had a little bit of aphid problems, so it kind of lost a little bit of its leaves on the backside, but it's no big deal. It happens this time of year. That's to be expected. We got some extra growth. If you look at these new leaves here, like this one here, we just at this stage, I let the extra growth go. I think it's a good thing. Not cutting off any leaves or anything like that. So, all right, we're gonna go over, say goodbye to Ken.
See ya.
See Barbie. All right, now we're over at Barbie. What the heck can we say about Barbie, Elsie?
She's giant. That's
Yeah.
what we can say.
Barbie has been growing, and I don't know how much because I don't measure much at all. I just do like a side-to-side measurement every once in a while to make sure she keeps getting bigger. And like I said, we got a Twitch stream up there that we can definitely watch her get bigger. And she's huge, no doubt. She has actually been growing probably the most that we've ever had a pumpkin grow at this time. And you can tell that by something that we're a little worried about, but it is what it is. These growth cracks. There's a bunch right there. Barbie has a whole bunch right here. These just opened up in the last couple of days. And in fact, I think there's new ones from last night. So Barbie's definitely not done growing by any stretch of the imagination. We just want Barbie to hold on and not have any major issues towards the end of the year. You never know, man. But those growth cracks they're unreal on Barbie. So she's been doing quite a bit of weight. She's a very long pumpkin, but she's an extremely wide pumpkin. I would say the length of her, if you go from where her butt kind of pops out at the bottom to the front side here, is probably 5.5 to 6 foot long. Wide, she's over 6 foot wide. So Barbie's a very big pumpkin. We've never had anything close to what Barbie is. How much do you think? We gotta give the people a hint.
2,100.
2,100 pounds. I think Elsie might be light again, girl. Yeah, she's probably a little light right now. So hopefully Barbie keeps growing, but who knows? When you get growth cracks, everybody gets worried this time of year. Barbie won't be picked until over a month from now. Barbie's seed was started on April 1st. Same with Ken's. Ken and Barbie were both started on April 1st. They were put out in the greenhouse a week or two later, probably 2 weeks later, around April 14th probably. So Barbie's plant's been out here a long time. Give them a look at old Barbie's plant. This one here, I mean, we've had, I don't know how many 100-degree days here. Probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 15, 20, 100-degree days, and I've lost a couple of leaves off of Barbie. And that is it. Her plant has definitely been one of the nicest plants that we've ever grown. Like I said, I had that early season when I hit it with a little bit of spray, but her leaves just kept the same. They never really changed on me. So we're easily going to get a month's more worth of growth out of this girl. How much does she end up weighing? I don't know.
2,750 pounds.
Elsie might not be too far off, which is pretty freaking crazy. 2,750 pounds would be unreal, but when you're talking about a pumpkin that's over my belly button high, and as wide as this girl is, and as long as this girl is, you're talking about a pretty special pumpkin, right, Elsie?
Yeah.
So, how's the Chad new slap? Well, once again, you can slap it with like Chad does. On this one, she sounds good. I don't know if it's just her height. Can't really feel any reverberations up here. And I don't know if that's because of all of her ribs. I've never grown a pumpkin like this, where it has this many ribs. The ribs are really cool, but does that equate to having a heavy pumpkin?
Who knows?
I'm gonna go with this one's gonna be in that 5 to 10% heavy range. So I don't know if she's gonna be as heavy as Ken, where Ken's gonna be that 10% maybe heavier range. I think she's definitely gonna be heavy. I just don't know if she's gonna be that heavy. So she needs to get bigger, keep growing, get wider, larger in order for her to have the weight. But either way, this one's going to be amazing. Hopefully we get her to the scale. Hopefully all of these cracks don't go into the cavity. Hopefully these cracks don't cause us any problems. Give her a look at that stem on her. She's got a little hole in her stem. That just been there forever, but you always got to watch those type of things. The main vine on Barbie is not very big. It wasn't very round, which is fine. Who cares? You don't need a huge vine if you get a huge pumpkin. So you need a healthy vine. That's the most important thing. Our vines have been, knock on wood, very healthy this year. Other than the spider mite issue, vines have been really good. So hopefully we're going to see everybody at a weigh off this year. This one here won't be until October 7th. That one there's coming to you soon. So we might get a guess the weight competition out. Everybody get an idea of what you're going to guess, and hopefully you can win some seeds. Peace out, people.
Peace.